16 out of 16 times I was told I qualified, I did not qualify. So that means had I signed the dotted line on a 941 16 out of 16 times, I probably committed fraud. That means 100% of the time I was wrong. This video is on how easy it was to qualify for the ERC credit. Before I just jump into the detail, I'm getting a lot of questions, calls, etc. on people becoming concerned, are they really entitled to the ERC credit? And what I want to do is just cut to the chase. I've been taking some of my companies. I did a video before on how I went out and qualified. But what I want to get to today is the fraud. In doing this, I've done like 16, 17 applications for ERC with different companies. I've never actually filed it with the IRS because each time I know that I've been led down the road of either an erroneous or a fraudulent credit. I just want to show you how easy it was to qualify. And so what happens is this says, was your business affected by the pandemic in any of the following ways? Select all that apply. That's one of the companies. Here's another one. How was your business impacted by COVID-19? Check all that applies. Here's another one. Check all the following that caused a disruption in your business operation and was a result of one or more COVID-19 related orders. What I like is I'm starting to get a repeat here. Related, business impact, the affected. Here's another one. Do I qualify? So do I qualify? Do I qualify? And each time when I check one or more of these, I qualify. This one here was interesting. I was filling this out while talking to the rep. And the rep said, well, he started through them and checked this and checked that. And I actually asked, about how many of these does a person normally check? He said probably 6 or 7. So that's coaching me. So my point is this is 4 of the 16 or 17. The neat thing is I came down to approximately the same list. And each time, if I checked one or more of these, all they wanted, and I just looked at one on my phone, just hit me up. Send me your 941 X's in your payroll, and we'll fill it out for you. My point is that all I did is check one or more of these. They never asked me about a mandate. See, there is the ERC qualifying under gross receipts. That's not where the fraud is. Push that off the table. What we're talking about here is the only other way to qualify. There is no third option to get into the United States Treasury. You either get it through gross receipts or you get it through a mandate. You know what's amazing? Is I have yet, and I'm at 16 or 17, I have yet to have to ask me if I was under a mandate. I've had not to ask me when did it start and when did it stop. So how can they fill out my 941 X's and qualify me for 5 or 6 quarters when they didn't even ask me for what opens the door to get into the Treasury to get the credit? And that is again, gross receipts off the table. It's only, and I did a deal on door 1, door 2, but under the mandate, it's only for my place of business where my business is at. And with that, if the door is open, that's the only time period I can qualify. But see these lists? I'm just going to lay them. This is what you do to prove that you should get COVID. So this is a list, but if you use it to prove during the time period of the mandate that there was more than a nominal impact by this type of stuff. Supply chains on each one of these. I hear a lot about that. I hear employees and social distance. That social distance doesn't work. Masking doesn't work. It has to be a government mandated shutdown. My point is, people, 16, let's just go 16. 16 out of 16 times I was told I qualified. I did not qualify. So that means had I signed the dotted line on a 941 16 out of 16 times, I probably committed fraud. That means 100% of the time I was wrong. But I was being coached because they got from 15 to 30%. And oh, by the way, I'm in the contract. I was the one that made the decision. I want to thank you for this. I believe we're at a point in time that the IRS is getting ready to take action. So as this moves forward, I want to see you on another video. But please, whether you've already got the money or you're waiting on the money and it hadn't been processed, or you're thinking about applying for this, beware. If this lists like this, and this, every one of them has a list just like this does not qualify you. This justifies that you might qualify only during the mandated period. I want to thank you. See you in the next video.